Have you ever wondered about the wisdom hidden in ancient texts? Consider this quote from Ecclesiastes 11:1. Cast your bread upon the waters, for after many days you will find it again. It sounds intriguing, doesn't it? But what does it truly mean? In ancient Egypt, people would scatter their seeds upon the overflowing waters of the Nile. To an observer, this act might seem like a waste of good grain. However, when the dry season came and the waters receded, the seeds settled into the rich mud and quickly sprouted into abundant crops. Living in Egypt for a time, the Israelites adopted this imagery. Casting your bread upon the waters became a proverb, encouraging generosity even in times of scarcity. It suggested that we should be willing to help others, even if it seems like a waste. This concept is echoed in an old Arabic saying, "Perform a good deed and cast it into the river. When the river dries, you will find it." The message here is clear. Acts of kindness may not guarantee immediate returns, but what goes around comes around. So the interpretation of this verse from Ecclesiastes could be, we should not expect immediate rewards for our good deeds, nor should we limit our kindness to those who can repay us. Ancient wisdom tells us that cultivating good relationships and kindness will yield positive returns in the future. It's akin to the saying, make more friends and you'll have more paths, make more enemies and you'll have more walls. Following this, Ecclesiastes 11:2 advises, give portions to 7, yes to 8, for you do not know what disaster may come upon the land. This Hebrew proverb implies that the more people we help, the better. Our generosity could mitigate many future misfortunes. Jesus told a story about a steward who, knowing he was about to lose his job for mismanagement, used his position to reduce the debts of his master's debtors. He hoped that by doing so, they would help him in the future. Surprisingly, his master praised his shrewdness. From this story, Jesus advises us to use worldly wealth to gain friends by witnessing to them, so when it is gone, we will be welcomed into eternal dwellings. The wealth under the sun is fleeting. It's important to seize the opportunity to give while we can. Because giving to others is giving to ourselves, helping others is helping ourselves. Let us encourage ourselves with this thought. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all people. Galatians 6:9. To summarize Ecclesiastes 11:1 encourages us to be generous and help others even when it seems wasteful or risky. This generosity, like seeds scattered on the waters, will eventually yield a rich harvest. We are also reminded not to expect immediate returns for our good deeds and to extend our kindness beyond those who can repay us. Ultimately, the act of giving benefits not only the receiver, but also the giver.